I'm tired of waiting. Okay, I'm tired of waiting for my life to unfold because you want to know the truth of the matter? It's never going to happen unless I decide I want my life to begin. Okay? Because every single person in the world has two lives. Okay? And that second life begins as soon as they realize that they just have one. They just have one shot at this. And it's weird. Because when you look at me or when you look at anybody, all you see is a shell. They're outside. When 98% of things that actually take place on inside of us are inside of us, like the thoughts and our mind, that is like the reality, like that is your reality, and you can kind of make it whatever you want to be, only if you own your mind, though. You have to realize that nothing matters, and that's completely okay. You have to realize that life doesn't have a meaning. The only meaning like that life has is the meaning that you give to it. So if you're introverted like me, and you don't talk to barely anybody, and whenever you do try to talk to someone, you get like that knife that it kind of it's like a rope around like your body, and it kind of like pulls you back from talking or even speaking, and then you feel like you have like your mouth like taped shut and you can't even talk, and then like your heart starts beating. I don't know what that is, but I do know that it sucks. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like a death in a way. But you need to realize that you're not going to die. That talking to somebody, you're not going to die. Going out there, getting in a relationship, and then having them break your heart. Every person that comes into your life is either a blessing or a lesson. Okay, or it's something like that. But there is no in between. They're either in your life for a season or they're leaving. That's another saying that I don't even know. But basically, just what I'm trying to say is you are here. Okay, and if you ever get anxious about your life, remember this. You're on a rock. You didn't ask to be here at all. But you're here anyway, trying your best. And that's completely okay. Because this is all you got. This life. And as soon as you give it up, as soon as you decide that you don't want to try anymore, that's clips. There's no more left to it. It's all that is given is what you decide to give to it. And if you want to give nothing, you just want to sit down, rot away, continue to tell yourself that you're a loser, continue to look in the mirror and hate what you see, that's fine. But just know it's not going to change for you. That your life is never going to change for you. That your thoughts, that there is nothing in this world that could hurt you more than your thoughts, but there is nothing in this world that can make you more happy, more joyful, more present than your thoughts. It's all about connecting. Going out there and trying to find your spot. And when you find it, you're still going to question if you found it or not. That's why the good old days are right now. Why the present moment, why you can never value a moment until it becomes a memory. And for some reason, it will always be that way. Unless you really lock in and realize that this is all that exists right now. The present moment is all you get. And whatever you decide to do with it, well, that's completely up to you. You can make this life whatever you want. But if you keep avoiding the edges, staying in the lines, following the rules, following the sheep, never actually leading anything, always following, listening to what people have to say, you'll find yourself foreign. You want to know why? No one has ever lived your life before. Nobody. Nobody on this weird floating rock has ever been you. Where you've grown up, the people you've met. I mean, you're just a combination of every person you've ever met in your entire life. I know I've said this multiple times, but in this life, you really only know what someone has taught you. And if you've never been taught discipline, or how to award yourself, or how to think, you kind of have to do that on your own. Because everybody is living for the first time. Even your parents. Your parents are living for the first time too. Remember that. But it all comes back to the same and nothing. Because let me tell you something. Rock bottom is going to teach you a hell of a lot more than any mountain peak in this life. Okay, but no one tells you this. Even when you actually reach a rock bottom, you just find a more rockier bottom underneath that rock. And it keeps on going deeper and deeper and deeper until eventually you find yourself, I don't know, in the dark with a single light, trying to be the light, trying to be the hope. But little did you know you're in a cave. There's all those demons around you. They're all holding on to the light that you are producing. You don't realize how strong you could be, how much you're capable of. Trying is failing, in a sense. You either do it or you don't. And you're going to fail. Don't think you're not going to fail. This life is straight failure, fail after fail after fail. But you take something away from every time you take something away each time you fail. You learn. And eventually maybe you learn into something that doesn't fail anymore. That's perfect, isn't it? Perfect doesn't exist. There's no such thing as the perfect human being. The more that you try to stride towards becoming that person, becoming that perfect person that you see in your mind, the one that does everything right, the one that doesn't mess up, the one that never wastes their time, the one that does everything right at the job, the one that takes care of the girl the perfect way, or the guy the perfect way. Unfortunately, that person can never exist. Because you were just a human being. And you'll always mess up. You'll always want an answer. And you'll never find one. Unless you finally just accept that there is none. That I can't tell you why you're here. Nobody can. Like I said before, the only person that's going to go through your entire life with you is you. So the reality of the situation is the only person that knows how to fix what's going on right now is you. But you're probably thinking, if none of this matters, then why even try? That's a good point. I always think, why do I try? Why do I even put myself out there and allow myself to fail in the first place, to feel that pain? But here's something that I was never taught until recently. The best things in life come from the hardest times. And I know I've even said this before, but there's a reason why when you go to the gym, you need to, really feel the workout, really feel that strain afterwards. You're really walking out sore and stuff, but it's growth. It's all growth. But then I even think, what's the point of growing if it's all just going to end? But if it's all going to end anyway, and we're all living on borrowed time anyway, and you have no idea what moment or what day could be your last, why would you wait to do that thing? If eternity is forever, then why wait? Because this life is like a flash in the pan. It's there and then it's not. And in the blink of an eye, it's over. And in the blink of an eye, you're already regretting the things you didn't do. And in the blink of an eye, you're thinking about that thing from 42 years ago, aren't you? That girl. You can't forget her smile. The way she walked, the way she talked. You have to learn to let it go. Let all of it go. Because it just doesn't matter anymore. There's a reason why looking back is a waste of time. Because you're just not heading in that direction anymore. Who would have known that the happiest memories in your life can also make you the saddest? There's an equal and opposite effect to everything. If you really want your life to be better, you have to let go. Because by letting go, you gain everything. You have no one, there's no one left to prove anything to. There's no one left to show off to. There's nothing left to lose. So you finally let loose. You finally become free in your own skin to be able to do what it is you want to do, because you realize that in 80 years, every single person that you've ever met in your entire life, including the people whose opinions stopped you from doing those things that you wanted to do, are all going to be gone. It's crazy how a simple joke can kill somebody's confidence for their entire life. Oh, you need braces. So you spend the next 15 years smiling in your photos like this. Because you think there's something wrong with you. Because you think you're odd. Maybe you think you're weird. Maybe you think you're stupid. Maybe you think you're ugly. But let me tell you something. Everything that you're looking for, you already have. Because let me tell you something. You're confident about the fact that you're not confident. My papa just something. You're disciplined in the fact that you're not disciplined. Not that discipline is even a matter of anything, because I don't have any discipline. I don't have any motivation in my life. All I have is a little tiny flame. It's kind of like beneath my heart. And it's kind of like Matthew. I want to live. I want a life that is worth living. So, if I get out there and I prove to myself that I actually want to live, then maybe I can. Even if none of this matters, even if what I do right now is not going to matter, that's why you have to make it matter. In this short period of time, make your mark. Live that dash, because even I said this before in an earlier video, when I was in my college, I was walking by this graveyard. And the graveyard is the richest place, filled with a bunch of hopes and dreams that were never, ever touched upon or looked upon. And one day I realized that I will become one of those gravestones, or if my family has enough money to give me a gravestone. And all there is to represent who I was is a number, a dash and another number, to represent the year I was born and represent the year that I passed away. Even the days are kind of weird too. What is today? I don't know. But all I do know is that whatever day in February it is right now, there will never be another February 8th or 7th, 2025. It will never exist again. There will be more Februaries and days that will pass on, but none of them will be today. None of them will be today. Don't be afraid of getting older. It's a privilege denied to many. Far too many. And you never realize what you have until it is gone. I'm talking about your health. Because when you're healthy, you have a million wishes. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. When you're unhealthy, when something is wrong, you only have one wish to get better. Even in my mind, I'm a quitter. I have a weak mind. If something bad happens to me, I think something might to make me appreciate life more, but I don't know how some people do it. Deal with these tragedies and that happen to them in their lives. It truly does make you a stronger person. Even if right now, if you do this experiment with me, take out a piece of paper. You don't have to. And just write down all the horrible things that have happened to you in your life. And when you look at that piece of paper, you look at it and you say, you know what? I got through all of it. The worst of the worst. I got through all of that stuff. And you really did. You pushed through it all. You made it through 100% of your worst days. You did it. You made it out the other side. And that's pretty fantastic. Until you realize the fact that none of it matters. That even if you go out there, slay the dragon, beat the conquest, what's next? If you achieve all of your hopes and dreams, there's nothing left to hope for. I'm sure you'll find something, but coping in bad, horrible ways is not the way. You need to get out there and just live your life. Regardless of how it looks, regardless of how other people think. Because none of it matters. Okay, no one's looking at you as much as you think they are. Okay, when that thing pops off, you'll finally realize that nobody really cared as much as you thought they did. So get out there and do the thing. Nothing matters, and that is perfectly okay. That should be a freedom. That should be an opening to do everything. Because why not? I really love to think that everything happens for a reason, and I do believe everything happens for a reason. I really do. The good, the bad, all of it. I believe it all happens for some kind of reason. But I'll sometimes overthink, and I'll get down to like this little tiny thing. I'm like, why am I at this store at this specific time? Why am I seeing this person at this specific time? Why did this thing happen to me? I'll get really deep into everything happens for a reason. I'll talk about even this video. Why am I making this video? Eventually we'll find out why, but not right now. Maybe you're not wrong. But maybe you're not right either. But maybe you are right. Just not right now. Live your life the way you want to. Get those hooks off of you. Live free, dance around. Really breathe in, enjoy life, be free. Do whatever it is you want to do. Because I don't know what it is you want. I can't tell you. But you'll find it. Because at the end of your book, at the end of your life, when that book finally shuts, which it will, everything must come to an end, unfortunately, there will be one last question that only you can answer. Did you enjoy it? And you could lie about it too. You could say, oh yeah, I enjoyed my life. I loved every second. You could lie. Not going to stop the truth. That you being scared, if you're scared now, you will be scared always. If you don't do the thing now, maybe you'll wait for tomorrow. Always waiting on that safety net of tomorrow. It's insane. But tomorrow doesn't exist. All that exists is right now. The future is nothing. The future is nothing. It doesn't exist. The future is whatever you decide to do next. That tomorrow, that future, that week, that month that you're waiting on, that big test, that big thing, if life becomes a test, then you're always going to be anxious. If you're in a conversation and you're always looking for that right thing to say, your whole life is going to become a test. And think about middle school, think about high school. What was the most stressful times? Test time. It's time to take this test. Don't be a failure. That's why everything in life becomes a test to you. You see it all as some big assignment. But in reality, life is not a problem to be solved, yet it is an experience to be experienced. It's beautiful and horrible and humorous and sad and everything at the same time. It's like a rainbow, it's like all hitting you at the same time. It's one big chance, one big leap. So do you get out there and take it, or do you just let it crumble you? Because nothing matters. Not even this video, not the time you spent, unless you've learned something. And it doesn't matter even if you've learned something or not, because you're not going to go out there and implement it into your life. Or maybe you will. Maybe you're going to prove me wrong. Who knows? But you want to know another sad reality before I end here? And let me really say this loud for the people in the back. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Not even yourself. You don't have to prove anything to anybody, not even yourself. So get out there. Do what you want, when you want. No, don't kill anybody or do anything illegal or stupid. But please live your life, man. Live. None of it matters. None of it. Okay? But you know what does matter? It matters if you make somebody else feel bad. It matters if you hurt someone. All that stuff does matter. And you want to know why it matters? Because it matters to them. It's their world. You need to realize that other people have feelings too. That each and every single person, individual, is living a life just as real and unique as yours. So why not go outside and why not spread positivity? Why not try to put a positive outlook on life? Do not let the demons take over you and hold you down and let you think that you're nothing, that you're a worthless loser. No. Even if you need to be delusional, be delusional. Be happy. I mean, you don't need to be happy. And not everybody can put a smile on their face, but every day is a gift, whether you want to believe that or not. And if you don't get out there and start living, your time will pass you by, because life does not wait for anybody. It does not wait for anybody. So just get out there, live your life. I'm not telling you that nothing matters and nothing matters, so I shouldn't do anything at all. I should wait around and rot. You want to know if I sat in my bed for 10 years, nothing would happen. I mean, eventually I would have to like get food, go to the bathroom and drink water, and like maybe people would come check on me, maybe. But yeah, nothing would happen. Nothing would happen, dude. Absolutely nothing. You know, so if you want to go talk to somebody, if you want that thing you want, take the smallest step to get to it. Because if you actually go out there and do it, you could do it. I'm telling you, if you've seen another human being do something, you could do it. There's no difference between you and that. There isn't. Why are you going out there and trying to succeed in your life? I mean, hey, really listen to this. Failure is never fatal, and success is never final. Okay, there's no such thing as end game, I'm successful forever. No, you're always going to be working towards something. That's just life. I don't know why it's that way, but that's just the way it is. You know? I don't know if you needed to hear any of this stuff that I even talked about. Maybe I'm just the bored one. But if none of it matters, why not do something you love anyway? Get out there, and most important, just remember to stay positive. Stay positive. That's a big one. Stay positive, because life can definitely bring you down, and the devil's definitely breathing down your back. And other than that, get out of here. You know, get out of here. Don't switch over to TikTok or watch another video or something. Maybe go talk. No, I mean, maybe you have nobody to talk to, and that's okay too. Maybe just do something that you enjoy. Go out there and just do something you enjoy. You know, I don't know what you enjoy. You know, I don't have many hobbies either myself, but I know there's something you enjoy. There has to be one thing you enjoy. Everyone has something they enjoy. Go back to when you were a kid. What did you enjoy then? You enjoyed something, okay? Go do that. Have fun doing it, you know, and smile more. I mean, laugh more. Don't smile more, laugh more. Stay positive.